The who, what, when, where, and why of Underground Seattle. Underground Seattle is exactly what it sounds like, Seattle's underground. But at one point, the underground was ground level. It became underground due to the Great Seattle Fire of 1889. The new Seattle was built above Old Seattle because there were many problems living at sea level that could easily be fixed if it was built higher up. When Seattle was about to get rid of the underground tunnels, Bill Spidell made a petition to open it to the public to inform them while taking a tour. Hundreds of people started coming in a day to take the underground Seattle tour. It is located underneath downtown Seattle, 614th First Avenue in Pioneer Place Park, Pioneer Square, between Cherry and James Street. The Great Seattle Fire, Environmental and Geographic Impact. When Seattle was first built in the 1850s, it was built at sea level, on top of landfill. Before the Great Seattle Fire, Pioneer Square and most of downtown Seattle was a whole 1 to 2 stories below modern-day Seattle. On June 6, 1889, the Great Seattle Fire started. The fire was started by an intern carpenter melting a glue stick. The fire spread so quickly due to all the saloons around town. Alcohol and fire are a dangerous combination. The fire destroyed 33 blocks of the business district in Pioneer Square, including buildings, businesses, homes, trees, and more. The Great Fire also killed over 1 million rats, helping Seattle tame the bubonic plague. Rebuilding Seattle, Economic Impact. After the fire, the leaders of Seattle decided to rebuild Seattle out of stone and brick, not wood. Choosing to use those materials, the lumber business started to lose money. The fire was called the Great Seattle Fire because it actually helped Seattle get some well-needed improvements. For example, early Seattle was built on a hill, which was a main factor for plumbing issues. When flushing the toilet, it could only be flushed at low tide, where the toilet became a fountain from the gravitational pull. Also, with Seattle being built at sea level, high tide was an issue. Due to those reasons, the leaders decided to rebuild Seattle 22 feet above where it used to be. This is how underground Seattle was created. The damage of the fire was around $20 million back then, which is roughly $527 million in today's money. Underground Seattle, from the fire to now, cultural impact. After Seattle's upgrades, Seattle gained about 17,000 people in population in a year. Also in that year, 465 buildings were built. Even with all those great events, over 5,000 men lost their jobs, resulting in thousands more homeless people. Surprisingly and happily, no one died in the fire. Illegal flop houses for the homeless, gambling halls, speakeasies, prostitution, and opium dens were in the tunnels for a while. Fast forward to 1965, and Pioneer Square was planned to be rebuilt, along with the tunnels. But Bill Spidell, an ardent preservationist, made a petition to preserve Seattle's history. People signed it, but were wondering what this history was. In May of 1965, Bill Spidell started the Underground Seattle Tour. Over 500 people came the first day. Now, this tour is very popular and praised, with a 4.2-star rating and high attendance.